It is episode 19 and the start of Project Earth Week. I'm Maddie.
Hello, I'm Greg. All together, you know what to do. Yell it out.
We are live! Yep,
Yes,
you can join us at 11 a.m. every weekday here in our spare room.
For a show that, as you know now, is packed full of quizzes and activities for you to try after the show and all sorts of fun. And of course, lots and lots of your photos coming up later in the show.
Yeah, you are the most important thing. You're the biggest part of this show. So thank you so much for joining us if you're with us live. And also a massive hello if you're watching us back later. Hello, everyone.
Who's
with
live?
us? Yeah, who's with us in the live chat?
We've got Logan and Finlay in Aberdeen.
Hello. Who else have we got? Okay, I've got a Catherine and Gethin. Hello.
We've got a Hattie, William and Ralph in Warwick.
Lorelei and Fallon. Hi, guys.
We've got an Annette, same name as my mum. Hello.
Oh, Freddie in Portsmouth. Hi, Freddie. How's it
we've got
going?
an Evie in Staffordshire.
Oh, who else have we got? We've got a Sarah. We've got a Sarah as well. Hang on a second.
We've
Hey, I see what you did there. Hi,
We've
Sarah.
got
Whatever.
Caleb and Alicia. We've got a Theo. Hello. She's lost it. I hope you're well. Hope you had a great weekend.
Yeah.
If you have missed any of the Let's Go Live shows before this one, you can watch them all back on the channel. You've got Mission Space, Dino Week, Brilliant Bodies, and Garden Week. They're all up on the channel.
Yeah.
Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to the channel. Click the bell. You'll get a notification.
Yeah, and it looks like lots of you had loads of fun this weekend making your own dino worlds.
And unleashing asteroids on them. They were amazing.
So we'll take a look at some of those later on in the show today.
So this week is all about Project Earth and celebrating our home planet, exploring what we can do to help protect it. Today is
Extreme Earth!
Volcanoes and earthquakes. Tomorrow is Weather Wonders.
Yeah, and then on Wednesday it is Earth Day. It's actual Earth Day 2020, and we're going to be celebrating people power.
Thursday is Powering the Planet.
And on Friday, we're going to be looking at animal helpers. What do the animals do for the planet as well?
So Maddie mentioned that Wednesday is Earth Day, and we want to feature lots of you lot in the show. So we want you to do a thing.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. What sort of things are you doing at home to help protect the planet? Maybe you are helping with the recycling. Perhaps you're feeding the birds, or you're remembering to turn the lights off. Things like that.
We want you to make an Earth Day pledge. A pledge is like a promise. So what we want is send them to us. Maybe write them on a big poster and then hold them up and get someone to take a photo of you, or make a little video and then email it. Get an adult to email them to us.
So as always, we get all of the photos and videos we put into this show from our email. So ask a grown-up to take a picture or make a little video and send it to the email address, which is there right now. And we're going to put them into a bit of a presentation for Wednesday. Yes.
Let's kick off though. As we said, today is Extreme Earth. I'm going to keep doing Extreme Earth. And we need to start by exploring what is going on underneath our feet.
Yeah. So this is where our handy dandy Lego model comes in. Some of you might recognise this. It's not a rainbow. It's actually a cross section of planet Earth, and it shows us Earth's layers. So this is what's going on under our feet. So if I put this down here, we've got another camera. Great. I'm going to talk you through these different layers. Okay, so first of all, this one just here, this yellow part, that is our inner core. That is the centre of the Earth, and it's the hottest part of the Earth. It's made of iron, and it's over 5,000 degrees. Smoking hot. Then above the inner core, we have the outer core, and that is a liquid layer, and it's made mostly from iron and nickel. So inner core, outer core. What's this, Greg?
This bit is the mantle. So this is the biggest chunk of the planet.
Yeah.
And it's made of a rock called magma, but it's not solid rock, it's liquid, but it's kind of almost in between. It's liquid, but it's really, really thick. So it's like treacle.
Oozy.
Right? It's like really thick, like syrup, and it is actually moving.
Yeah, oozy, melty rock. That's what's going on here. And then our last layer is the bit that we live on. So that's this part here. That is the Earth's crust. So wherever you are now, whether in your house or your garden, you are on the Earth's crust. And it's very thin, as you can see. But the crust is broken up into chunks that we call tectonic plates. But we'll talk more about tectonic plates later.
Because I want to show you something that I made last night.
Because you might not have a Lego model, but you could make something like this.
Mads, flip the camera around.
Absolutely.
Here it is. I made myself one of, here you go, I'll put it there for this. I made myself a model Earth out of plasticine.
Yeah.
And I made it so that actually, if you cut it in half,
wow,
you get all the layers inside. You might notice we didn't have any green plasticine.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just make do, don't you?
Yeah.
So you've got the inner core, the outer core, the mantle, and then the crust on the outside. And the sea sits on top of the crust.
Yeah. So there you go. So let's talk more about these tectonic plates. So you can think of the crust like a jigsaw. It's made up of these different parts. And those tectonic plates are moving around very slightly. And that's because of what's happening here in the mantle layer. So that hot semi-molten rock we were talking about, when it gets close to the outer core, it heats up. And as it heats, that magma rises. But when it rises, it gets close to the Earth's crust, it starts to cool down again. So the magma will then make its way back down. Then starts to heat up again, moves up, cools down, and goes back down again. And this movement of magma makes the tectonic plates shift around just a little bit.
Oh, and I've got a good fact for you, right? They actually move at the same speed as your fingernails grow.
Whoa!
Right, which is just a few centimetres a year. That is how slowly those tectonic plates are moving. Is that worth a fact bomb?
Go for it.
Oh, I've got the sound effects.
Go on.
Down. Wait
Come
for it.
on. No! Yeah! Fact bomb. Very
We've
nice.
lost the fact bomb for the week. It's all right.
So,
Don't
okay,
panic.
so this might not sound like much movement at all, but here's the thing. That shift in those tectonic plates can actually make entire continents move around.
Do you want to see some pickies?
Absolutely.
All right, so
Let's
have
see
a look
some
at this.
pictures.
Have a look at this. So these are our continents. These are the lumps of planet Earth that sit above the sea,
Yeah.
the land above the oceans, and you can see them coloured in there. But what I want to do is I want to draw some lines around the tectonic plates. So now those red lines are the edges of the tectonic plates. You're seeing all of those plates there that make up the Earth.
But here's what happens if you rewind the clock 250 million years. That is what the land masses looked like all the way back then. And we call this Pangaea. Pangaea.
It's one of our favourite words, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now let's fast forward a little bit. So Pangaea, all those tectonic plates are in a different position. All the land masses are locked together. Fast forward a bit from 250 million years to 200 million years ago, and the land was split into two land masses.
And this change is happening all because of those shifts in the tectonic plates below the land masses. So we've now got 65 million years ago. This is what our land masses look like. And finally, present day, this is where we're at now. So those are our continents, and all of that shifting has happened because of those tectonic plates.
Basically, the planet is one large puzzle, kind of
Yeah.
all interlocked. What will it look like in 50 million years?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Thing is, all of this shifting and the moving of the tectonic plates, it can make for some pretty extreme, Greg.
Oh,
It can make for some pretty extreme Earth action, including volcanoes. So we wanted to head outside and try out our own eruption in the garden. Here's what happened.
we are going to create a model of an erupting volcano.
And things are going to get very messy.
Yeah. Now, when those tectonic plates rub against each other, they create a lot of heat, and that melts the rock into more magma.
And that magma can build up in pockets underground called magma chambers. And magma chambers have walls of solid rock. But as they fill with magma, the pressure will build and build and build.
And it will have to find a way to escape. And that route is normally straight up, and you get an erupting volcano. So here is our model. Here is our magma chamber. It's a bottle of Diet Coke. Imagine that the liquid is the magma. Now, to build that pressure, we're going to drop some Mentos into the Diet Coke. What these are going to do is they're going to release a lot of carbon dioxide that's trapped inside that liquid. All that gas is going to release, and the pressure is going to build up.
And just like the magma inside a magma chamber, it's going to try and find its easiest way out. And for us, that's going to be up.
Okay, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Oh, saving this guy.
Good idea.
Get ready to move out the way fast.
Okay, good?
Yep.
Here we go. It's all right, just getting the lid on.
Okay.
Okay, lid is on. Are you ready?
Yeah?
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Fire in the hole! What an eruption! It's still going! Yes.
Wow!
Yes.
Wow! Oh my god! Wow!
Still going.
So there you go, just imagine
the pressure built up inside that magma chamber, and then the magma needed to find a way out, and it went up. Whoa, that was amazing. Awesome.
Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks.
That was so much fun.
I was so happy with. We got such a good fountain.
It was incredible.
Trademark
However,
technique.
we did think that we would show you a bit more of an inside-friendly version of a volcano. So I have gone and made myself my own little volcano here using a just scrunched up paper and a bit of paper mache. And I have inside it, I've actually just got a little plastic bottle. Now, I'm sure loads of you have seen this done before, but it doesn't mean it's not fun.
It's a classic, but
exactly.
It's a good one.
So inside the bottle, I have put some white vinegar.
See it on the camera.
And I've also got a couple of capfuls of red food colouring. And if you wanted to, you could add a little drizzle of washing up liquid, but that's up to you.
Ooh.
Okay? So every episode we do a selfie where we will hold a pose for a couple of seconds, and it means you guys can try and get a selfie with us. And we're going to attempt to do it with the erupting volcano. But to make our eruption, I need to drop in a little bit of bicarbonate of soda, and that will react with the vinegar inside. So I've just got the cap from the same plastic bottle, and I'm just going to drop it in.
Let's do it.
Are you ready for
this?
this?
The vinegar's already in there.
Vinegar's already in
ready.
there. Yeah, we're ready to go.
We've got to count down. Okay, everyone count down. 5, 4,
Oh my gosh.
3, 2, 1. Go on, Maddie.
Okay, there we go. It's in.
Ready for the first selfie?
Where's my face? I don't even know.
Did we get it? Did we do it?
I don't know. I'm in the picture.
That was a crazy
Wow.
selfie today.
Look at this.
Oh, hang on. Let me take this off.
Whoa.
Let me take the camera off so they can see it.
It's
Boom.
still going. Wow.
Now, the thing about a volcano is that eruption of the magma, and though when it gets outside we call it lava, so once that lava's outside it cools down and it hardens, and that's actually what makes this shape. That's cooled down lava from previous volcanic eruptions. That was a great one!
How cool is
That
that?
was such a good one!
So that's definitely something that you can try at home for sure. Okay, I'm going to pop this down here.
So we know that volcanoes form from a weak spot in the Earth's crust.
Yeah, it's the place where the magma finds its way out. In the case of a volcano, it's usually up. But what about mountains that didn't start life as a volcano? Is there a difference?
Yeah, it's where it gets interesting. So if you imagine the two tectonic plates, right? When they collide together, one will normally go over under the other one, and any layers of rock that are on top, sedimentary rock, right? That kind of gets bunched up and forms like a mountain. It kind of folds on top.
Yeah.
And that is actually what's known as a fold mountain. I've got a picture of one here. This is the Matterhorn.
Yeah, so this is an example of a real fold mountain, Matterhorn, and it's part of the Alps. And that's where rock has been pushed up by two of those tectonic plates that are colliding like that. Yeah, there we go.
Right.
So it's time for a game.
It's time for a game, right? We want you to spot what is a mountain made from a volcano and what is a mountain made by a different means, right?
Such
it's time to play. Very proud of this.
Okay.
Volcanope or Volcane Yes. See what we did there, Mads?
It's time for the quiz music. Okay, if you're new, this is where you dance along with us to the quiz music. Can you be a volcano?
Can you erupt?
Hell yeah. Volcano.
Enough of that.
Okay.
Enough of this craziness. Okay, are you ready to play Volcanope or Volcane Yes?
I am, absolutely. Show us the first picture.
Okay, here we go. First one.
All right, so this is a picture of Mount Fuji. Is this a volcanope or volcane yes?
Yell it out. Is it Volcanope or Volcane Yes? Is it a real was it formed by a volcano or was it formed by something else?
What do you think?
What do you think? The answer
It is volcane yes. And actually, you can notice that the sides of Mount Fuji are pretty steep, and that's because it was created by really sticky magma that was building up below the volcano, and the pressure built up and up and up, and so it just exploded out, and then it quickly collapsed on the sides
and made it really steep sides. And that is why I'm wearing my Mount Fuji t-shirt again today. Proud of this one. Right, okay, number 2 is this one.
All right, so this is Hualale, I believe I'm saying that right, in Hawaii. Volcanope or volcane yes?
Volcane yes or volcanope? What do you think? Here it is. The answer is
Vulcan, yes.
Yes, that
Which is
is
funny.
a volcano. So it's volcano, yes. confusing. You'll see that the shape's very different. It's much flatter than Mount Fuji. That's because it had much runnier magma, so it kept kind of spewing out.
Well, it's all just dribbled over
out
the
the
edges.
side, and rather than going straight up and then hardening like that Fuji did, it kind of just dribbled over and made a very flat volcano.
Which is why it kind of
you
just...
can see that again here. All right, number 3. Here it is.
Okay, this is Mount Everest. Volcano or volcano, yes. What do you think about Mount Everest?
What do you think? Well done to everyone in the live chat who are putting their answers in. Good job. If you're watching back, keep doing the same thing. All right, so what's
yes
this one?
Or nope, it is volcano. So Mount Everest is a mountain, and it is the Earth's highest mountain, and it was formed by tectonic plates colliding together and forcing the Earth up, up, and up.
And it's an amazing place, not to name drop, but I've been there.
All right.
It was an amazing trip.
All right.
We'll talk about it.
All right, with your Fuji t-shirt and your Everest. Come on.
Okay, next up, number 4. This one, Mount St. Helens in the USA. Is it volcano yes or volcano no? There's a big clue in this one.
Very big clue.
Have a look. Have a real close look and tell us what you think. This is volcano. Yes. Now, the clue is you can actually see the crater of the volcano there in the middle. It was such a big eruption that it exploded and it actually gave you that massive crater. It kind of collapsed.
All right, so next one. This is Grand Teton in Wyoming. So this is in the USA. Volcano yes or volcano nope? What do you think? Formed by a volcano? The answer is... No, that is a mountain through and through. All right, last one. Here we go. This is Ben Nevis in Scotland. It's the highest peak in Britain. But hang on.
Nah, surely there are no active volcanoes in the UK. We would know about that.
There aren't any active volcanoes. However, this is in fact a volcan. Yes, because we do have dormant volcanoes.
What?
Yeah. So, wow. So scientists actually believe that about 350 million years ago, Ben Nevis was a huge active volcano that erupted in such a violent way that it exploded and then collapsed on itself.
And you can see that crater actually in the picture. Look, you can see that crater there. Whoa. Okay, that is the end of volcano nope or volcano yes. Enjoyed that. Very much enjoyed that.
And actually, so just a good way of thinking about it, general rule of thumb is that a mountain that's standing on its own is usually, or has usually been created by an ancient volcano. But then when you see mountains that are formed in groups, a range of mountains, then those have been created usually by colliding tectonic plates and not a volcano.
If you enjoyed that quiz, give us a thumbs up. If you're watching live, click that thumbs up. If you're watching back, give us a thumbs up. It's always just nice to see. Oh, there's a few coming in. I can see them erupting on my screen.
Nice.
Can I drop one more big fact?
Sure you can.
Okay, so actually the longest mountain range in the world... Oh yeah, grab the globe. The longest mountain range in the world is under the sea.
Under the sea.
Do-do-do-do. Under the sea. Just me then? Okay, cool. Can we show them where it is on
Yeah,
here?
we can do. So actually it starts... Oh, this is a tricky one to show you.
This is a tricky
but
one.
Here we go. So this is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. You can sort of see it
in
on
the
the
middle of
lighter
the North
part.
Atlantic Ocean.
It goes all the way from here down here.
Wow.
Massive underwater range of mountains.
Cool. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
A few years back, I got to go to Japan to try to film an erupting volcano. It was an amazing trip. Did I manage to see it erupt?
Did he ever?
Well, here we go. Here's a little 10-second taster.
Pull over as soon as we can.
Yeah, we can run up there. We can run up there. We're running. We're running. Run, Jeff, run.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, there it is. So if you want to watch the whole of that vlog, we'll put the link in the video description below.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a recap.
Yes.
Our extreme Earth. Late again. 1, 2, 3. Our extreme Earth is able to erupt, and it will spew out lava. That magma turns into lava, and it will force mountains up into the air. But it can also make the ground tremble and shake. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, stop before we make everybody ill.
It's quite hard when it's just two of you in your spare room.
Earthquakes!
Yes.
Okay, so we already know that the moving and grinding of tectonic plates can cause mountain ranges to grow higher.
But also, those tectonic plates, rather than grinding against each other, they can get stuck. And if they get stuck, they store energy, and then suddenly, they slip, and all of that energy is released. Big shockwave created, and an earthquake is created.
Yeah. The thing is, we can have a bit of fun here because we're very safe, but earthquakes can be absolutely devastating, and we've got a picture to show you. So this is actually a building after a huge earthquake in Chile, South America in 2010. And can you believe it took just 3 minutes to cause this amount of devastation?
Wow.
Scary, right?
Also, so earthquakes can be very dangerous, but also earthquakes in the ocean can cause a tsunami, which is a massive wave. And we don't have many earthquakes here in the UK, and if we do, they're very, very mild. But I know we have some people watching from Japan. Hello, because you say hello in the live chat. And there, actually in Japan, earthquakes happen quite often, and they're quite strong, and their buildings are actually designed to deal with the shake of earthquakes, and they move with it. Really cool.
Yeah, really clever. So we thought it would be a fun idea to create our own safe earthquake here in our spare room. But to record it, we've made a little something.
Alrighty, here it comes. This is our Seismograph. Okay, so bear with us. This has been a little bit of a fun project over the weekend. So this is our version of one. Do you want to?
Yeah, hang on.
Basically, it shows you the intensity of an earthquake, and it measures on something called the Richter scale. The bigger the number, the higher it is on the Richter scale, the more shaky the earthquake is. Lower the number, less shaky. Current record, I believe, is 9.5 on the Richter scale.
All right, so to make your own one of these, I've simply used a shoebox and then a couple of pieces of string, and those strings are attached to a cup. And the important thing is this cup is weighted. I've just used some coins, but you could use some pebbles or something like that. Then at the bottom of the cup is a pen. So you can see just the little pen nib there. And then that pen is resting on a sheet of paper. So what will happen as we pull the paper through, that pen is going to make a mark. Okay.
Should we try it?
So, yeah. Do you want to do it now?
Okay, yeah, I'm so ready.
Okay, all right then. Hang on a second.
I'm ready to produce the earthquake. Okay, right.
So the pen is going to measure the intensity of our earthquake. All right, you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'll wait a bit. Like, you just record normal setting,
Sure.
then I'll do an earthquake. Hang on, let's just make sure you can see that in the camera.
I can,
okay.
yeah, no, I can.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Everything's calm.
Everything's
calm.
fine.
And then
Everything's fine.
earthquake starts. Earthquake gets crazy!
Everything's calm again. And then we've got more earthquakes.
How was that?
Great.
Did it look good?
Brilliant. So we have produced, and I'm just going to move this back
I'll
over
get rid of the
here.
camera as well. There you go.
I've got volcanoes erupting down here and everything. I've got to be careful. Okay. So we have created our seismometer, our seismograph has made a seismogram. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if I can show you here.
I can look at it in this camera. Might show it even better.
Okay, sure. There you go.
You talk through it.
Yeah, sure. So that straight line you can see, that was this bit just
this bit
here.
here.
Yep, that was the short moment of time before our earthquake. And then you can see where the line got really squiggly. We call that the amplitude, and that squiggly line is measuring the intensity, the size of the earthquake. And then you can see where it got calm again after that.
Again, and then we obviously stopped pulling the paper. We ran out of paper.
Yeah. So what do you think? What would you say that measures at?
Oh, well, with my limited experience as an earthquakeologist, that's a thing. It's a 9.6, Maddie.
9.6?
We have broken the record. The biggest earthquake ever recorded in a spare room. Okay, we're joking, obviously. But if you want to go, the instructions to make that, it's a tricky build, that one, is in the video description. And just to say, it's a paper cup, of course. Everything we used is recycled.
Yeah, definitely. It's a fun thing. It just takes a little bit of tweaking to get the balance right.
That thing we were looking at is called a seismogram.
Yeah,
by the way.
We said, yeah.
Okay, sorry,
Awesome.
I wasn't listening. I was thinking of something else. That's pretty much the time we have for today. That went quick.
Would you like to see what's happened to the volcano? By the way?
I think we should take one. Oh yeah, let's have a look.
Oh bless it! It's all fizzled out.
You know what it's done?
What's that?
The floor is lava. Just unleash that on you there.
I don't know if anyone's ever played this game, but there is a game which is when. Hang on, come it down. Which is when if anybody says the floor is lava, you have to make sure you get off the floor because lava is really, really hot.
Can we do, let's do one more selfie because I know it happened while the volcano was happening, so people might not have done it. So what we'll do is we'll put the volcano in the bottom of the shot so you can see it in the shot. Good. And then we're all going to play that game.
The floor is lava.
Try to take a selfie whilst it's happening. Okay, so everyone get ready. If you missed it earlier, put someone in front of the screen. Get ready for this one. Okay. So, the floor is lava!
The floor is lava! It's the awkward selfie.
So the other reason we had to do it is because we always have to sing that song.
Okay, so who's in our live chat?
Okay, so who have we got? We've got Arhan from Sheffield, Ruben from Shropshire.
Who else? We've got Edith. Hello, Edith. Harriet, Eleanor and Oliver. Hi, guys.
They're all saying those words to try to get me to say it so that we then have to stand up. Very clever. I see what you're doing there. Oh, who else we got? Oh,
you out of breath?
I'm out of breath because I was jumping up and down. I get nervous doing these lives. We've got Ellie and Ava.
Elliot and Ava.
We're really enjoying it. We've got so many people. Also, let us know in the live chat where you're watching from. I look back at the comments from last week. We've got people from all over the world. Really, all over the world. So it's amazing. Right.
Antonietta just said she's seen you as well. Hello.
We'd better wrap this up.
Yeah.
That is all for Extreme Earth. Tomorrow, it's all about weather wonders.
Yeah.
But before we go, let's see some of your pictures.
Yeah, definitely. So we did say that you were busy this weekend making dino worlds. So here are some of your fantastic photos. This is Lyra. She was inspired by Dino Week, so she made her own dino world complete with an asteroid. Nice work.
This is James. James made a dino world out of kinetic sand and paint.
Very
and
cool.
he also used foam for the dinosaurs. And he made different sized asteroids to test their impact.
Ooh, very scientific.
That's a great idea, James. I love that.
Great experiment.
Right, here's another one.
All right.
This is Charlie. Made this awesome volcano out of papier-mâché. There's so many different dinosaur species around the bottom. Love that.
Here we have Kinyash. Here he is with his Dino World map and a homemade book filled with loads of dinosaur facts. Nice work.
We've got Arthur and Constance with their volcano. They had a great time talking about dinosaur extinction theories.
Ooh.
And Constance is more convinced that an asteroid caused it.
Oh, I think that's a pretty good theory, that one.
Too.
This is Jessica. Jessica built a volcano with her family. She even put a lot of dead dinos at the bottom when it exploded.
I mean, it sounds sad, but that's what we did as well. We covered the whole set in upside down dinos on Friday. So next up then, we've got two more. We've got Willow and Iris here. They created this amazing dino world. Look at this. And what I love about this, if you look really closely, you've got Mary Anning hiding in the footage.
In the footage? You mean the foliage?
The foliage.
And then this is Heidi, and here we go, Heidi and Louis. They have made their own dino world complete with an erupting volcano. Fantastic. So if you did miss any of Dino Week, then you can always watch it back on the YouTube channel. All of the Let's Go Live episodes are going to stay up there for you to watch. That's great.
Yeah, of course they are. It's time for us to say goodbye, but two quick things before we do say goodbye. Firstly, just a reminder, we want your Earth Day pledges.
Yes.
So what are your promises for the planet?
Yeah, so just get a grown-up to perhaps take a photo of yourself holding up some sort of poster or a video of you saying what you promise to do for the planet, and we're going to turn it into a fun presentation for Earth Day on Wednesday.
Is there a subject heading for this?
The floor is lava!
It's not the subject heading. The subject heading is Planet Pledge.
Planet Pledge.
Honestly. All right, cool. I hope you were playing along with that at home as well. The second thing to say is that a fantastic TV show returns to your TV boxes tonight.
Yes, it does. So very excited to tell you that a brand new series of Maddie's Do You Know starts on CBeebies this afternoon at 4:20, and we're kicking things off with what we're talking about stargazing and stop frame animation. It's a really great episode.
I'll be watching. I hope you lot enjoyed it. As always, please do share this with anyone else who you think might enjoy it. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hello to all of you lot in the live chat. We'll watch them back. Hello to everyone watching later as well.
As always, stay curious, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. with wonderful weather.
Bye.